What's up, Blockheads, and welcome to the episode where we are changing out the 2-to-2 pipes on the Harley-Davidson Softail Low Rider S with the Stage 4 131 in it. We're going to swap out the 2-to-2 pipes that are currently on here for some 2-to-1 pipes so that we can see what kind of power we can get out of a 2-to-1 versus a 2-to-2. So I currently have these 2-to-2 pipes on here. You guys know, like, I like going with these on my bikes, but they say because of the length of the rear pipe, we're actually losing a good amount of horsepower. So we're gonna swap these out and put a set of 2-to-1 pipes on here that hopefully should give us better numbers. I am gonna show the process of installing this new exhaust, and the new exhaust that we're going with is from Two Brothers Racing. Made in the USA, 100% TBR since 1985. So I hit up TBR a while back to see if they'd be interested in working with me on the CBR600RR. It's over there. And they were actually interested in working with me on the cruisers. So we're putting a TBR on here. Let's go ahead and open it up. Let's choose a box opener. Let's go with something easy. Oh, I love their packaging. It's awesome. All right, guys, we went with the stainless. We got the Shorty Turnout. Let's unwrap all this stuff. So you've got the muffler, you've got some heat shields here and here, and then you've got the actual pipes, front pipe, rear pipe, and we've got hardware. Let's go ahead and unpackage the hardware as well. All right, so we've got everything unpackaged. We've got a couple hose clamps, we've got the mounting bracket, we've got a couple little clips that are gonna go around to retain springs that are going to basically hold a piece right here. And those will go basically to that. And then we've got some hardware, a couple bolts, we've got some of the reducers for the O2 sensors, and we've got some spacers here, instructions, and the flip side. There you go. So let's get taking that one off, assembling and putting this one on. All right, guys, we've got the old exhaust off, so time to get the new one on. Two Brothers Racing Shorty Turnouts onto the bike. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and get the pipes ready with the O2 sensors. Since we are running just the regular narrowband O2s, we're gonna add the reducers into both the front and the rear pipe. And we are gonna throw some anti-seize on those. So this is a pretty cool trick whenever you're installing the new exhaust flanges onto the new pipes, so that the exhaust flanges don't slide down and like scratch up the pipe. You put these zip ties and then you put the flange on. All right, so then it's not like bouncing all over the place. And then you put the clip on the retaining ring. Voila. All right, so those are on. Now we need to get the O2 sensors in. This is the rear pipe, so make sure you put the rear O2 sensor in that one. So we've got the header pipes pretty much prepped and ready. So now we are just going to loosely install them. So now we're going to install the bracket that the muffler mounts up to. To do that, we're going to remove these 2 bolts here. New hardware. So we're going kind of out of order here because it said to do this in the beginning, but we're going to go ahead and take the bolts for the foot controls off. These are Torx bits, and then we're going to add some spacers in between and use their hardware to basically like give us some room for the pipe. So that gives us some room to work here, position, line all this stuff up for the muffler. On note of the muffler, we do need to install, these basically go this way. There you go. So now we're going to go ahead and line up the muffler with the pipes. We're going to take the springs that they give us and we're going to put them here and then onto the little clip pieces right there. And we're going to take this piece, this tool, right? And that's what that's for, to grab the spring. You're going to grab the other end of the spring and you pull it until it goes around the other little piece there. Just like that. And then repeat the same for the other one. All right, so we've got both springs on there. Pulling it nice and tight. Now we're gonna line everything up. We wanna make sure that these line up. Kind of pivot everything around. Yeah, line up the bolts here. You just want everything loose for the moment. Nothing like too tight. As soon as we get it all lined up, then we'll start to tighten down from the header pipes on back. All right, guys, we've got flange bolts tightened, front and rear. We've got the springs on it here. We have the bolts that mount to the case tightened, and then we also have the bolts here tightened to the bracket to the muffler. So now I'm gonna take some soapy water, basically wipe it down, and then we're gonna put the heat shields on. So this is gonna be the heat shield for the front. Go here, and this will be the heat shield for the back. And it'll go here. What we're gonna do, hose clamps that they've given us, and we're gonna run them through these pieces. We wanna run them through so that the bolts are facing a direction that we can tighten them down. This is what I mean. You see the direction that the bolts through the hose clamps are going. So whenever we put it on here, they're gonna be facing this direction, which is easier access. You can't really tighten it up from this angle. I mean, you could, it's just gonna be way more difficult. So having them at this angle, being able to tighten them down, much easier. So save yourself a step and think ahead. So the exhaust is pretty much installed. In just wrapping things up, we need to put the foot control back on. With the foot control, it won't have enough space, and that's why they give you these spacers. So we're gonna install the spacers and then use the new hardware, which are these bolts, which are longer than the stock ones. Little dab of Loctite on those, run through the spacers on the other side of the foot control. There she is, all installed, everything's tightened up, good to go. Let's hear it crank up. Let's resume on the way to Seminole to get these things, to get the bike dynoed. All right, there you go, Black Fam. TBR Shorty Turnout on the 2020 Harley-Davidson Softail Low Rider S with the 131. Gonna start it up just so we can hear it outdoors. freaking love the sound of this exhaust. Good job, Two Brothers Racing, man. You know what's funny is, like, I mean, I normally prefer the look and the sound of the 2-2, but I actually like this because with the stainless, and one of the reasons I went with the stainless is because it's going to get that, you know, gold color after it goes through some heat cycles. You can already see it happening here. Oh yeah, it's going to be beautiful. Anyways, that's the install, guys. We're going to do like a exhaust demo video of it down the road. You guys will be able to hear a little bit here. But yeah, we're headed to Seminole Harley-Davidson. I'm gonna get the bike dynoed with the 2-to-1. We're gonna see what the power number difference is. Woo! Goldzilla's coming together, man. Actually have a backpack on right now, and we've got some new brakes in for this thing, so we can get some stopping power on her too. Got to be able to control that power, you know. Anyways, that's the install. Big shout out to Two Brothers Racing. Greatly appreciate y'all. You guys be sure to check them out. I'll drop the link down in the description below. If you guys are interested in scooping anything up from them, you can find me link to this exact exhaust as well down in the description. If you guys do have any questions on any of it, let me know. Post them up in the comments down below, and I will answer to the best of my knowledge. Also, bike coppers. Other than that, that's the video. That's how you install a Two Brothers Racing Shorty Turnout. Oh, school zone. Forgot. School's happening again. That's a thing again. BC and AC, before Corona and after Corona. Life getting back to normal. School zones are actually a thing. Yeah, that's how you install it. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, though. If you did, hit that like button for me. Helps the channel a lot. If you guys aren't subscribed, you want more moto content like this, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell icon also so it sends you notifications of future uploads and activities. Until next time, ride safe, stay vigilant. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.